Hi, this is Henning from Woodentronics, and I recently purchased an old bandsaw called ELU, and I noticed there wasn't much information available, so I thought I'll do a little film about it. I bought the saw for 1,500 Norwegian kroner, which is about 150 euros. For what it can do, I think that you can grab a good bargain on this saw. And these days, DeWalt is selling a saw called DeWalt 876. And I've taken the time to go through some key specs to see if they are actually the same saw. So they both have a power of 750 watts or 1000 watts under load. The motor RPM on the ELU is stated to be 2850, while the DeWalt is stated to be 2900 RPM. The maximum cutting height on both are 20 centimeters. The blade lengths are the same, and the blade width it can take is also the same, which means that you can use easily available DeWalt blades for this saw. There's also a dual speed option, which enables you to slow down the speed on the blade in case you want to cut metal. Now I'm going to go through some steps of adjustments and a little test. Okay, so let's inspect the blade. And now we can see that the blade is not centered. There's a lot more space on the right side. Tracking is very simple. You loosen this bolt, then you slightly turn it to the clockwise to bring it to the rear and counterclockwise to bring the blade to the back. Just spin it until you have the blade placement approximately in the middle. And if you increase the tension, you sometimes have to watch the tracking as well. So one of the things I did was to replace this plate with a plywood one. And the point is to have as little wiggle room as possible for the blade. I also adjusted the blocks, so they are kind of barely touching the blade without clamping it. There's also a bearing behind here which is supposed to be almost touching the blade. Push it in and a little bit back, just 1 millimeter back. And for the block and the bearing applies to the ones that is under the table as well. Another tip that I have is to spray some silicone spray on the blocks and on the table. So if you're lucky to find an ELU 3601, you could probably grab it for maybe 100-200 euros. It will be a really good bargain.